When this news reached the head of the helpers, whose name was Kamla Devi, who was working for decades at the mansion, she started crying and chanting her prayers loudly. Wondering what's happening, the owner of the mansion, who was still alive at that time but quite old, inquires from Kamla Devi what's wrong. Welcome back to another episode of SYWK podcast where no topic is off limits. It's been a while I have not narrated a horror story, but I just don't want to narrate anything for the sake of releasing an episode. I want to get you the best stories from India which will give you the chills. So this story is from Mangalore, India, and it is set in the year 1948. When I heard this story for the first time, I was shivering. I heard it around 10 in the morning and still got goosebumps. So I heard this story on Jose's podcast where a gentleman, Mr. Kashin Shetty, shared a family's horrifying experience at a big mansion in Mangalore. And I thought, why not narrate it in my style so that you guys can enjoy it. If you haven't heard Jose's podcast, go check it out. I will leave the link in the description. Even they talk about ghost stories which are quite interesting to hear. And to tell you a fact, the ending of this story is something you will never able to expect. For sure you will get goosebumps, and if you enjoy this story, please like, subscribe and share this episode with your friends and family. And also let me know in the comments below how did you enjoy my narration. So without wasting any time, plug in your headphones and enjoy. This incident happened in a city in India called Mangalore. There was a big fat Indian wedding happening on the 21st of December 1978. The venue of the occasion was at a massive mansion that could accommodate more than 150 to 200 guests at a time. And it also had a huge courtyard in front where the rituals and reception for weddings were held. A week before the wedding, all the guests had arrived. The mansion's atmosphere was exciting. People singing and dancing, children playing, ladies dressing and talking, men arranging and decorating the area. Everyone was busy preparing for the big day. But one night, around 1 a.m., a small girl called Sneha asked her mother to take her to the washroom. Sneha and her mother were resting in a room on the first floor, and the washroom in those days were located outside the house. Sneha's mother was too tired since she had a long day preparing for the wedding. However, she requested a lady who was passing their room to take Sneha to the washroom, assuming she was one of the guests. But strangely, next morning, Sneha woke up with a burning fever, and her mother was confused and worried about what could cause her daughter to fall sick in one night. She had got so serious that they had to call for medical help. All the relatives started to inquire what was the cause of the sudden complication. And then suddenly her mother recalled that she sent Sneha to the washroom with a lady who was passing by their room the previous night. Immediately she informed the rest and started searching for the lady, since that lady was the last one to be in contact with Sneha. There were more than 150 plus guests and 40 helpers at that mansion, but after inquiring with most of them, they could not find her. However, after a few hours, when Sneha gained consciousness, her mother inquired about the lady. And she asked her to describe how she looked and what exactly she wore. While she was describing her attire, they got to know from one of the helpers that her description was similar to a lady who had passed away 30 years ago, and she was the daughter of the owner who owned the mansion. When this news reached the head of the helpers, whose name was Kamla Devi, who was working for decades at the mansion, she started crying and chanting her prayers loudly. Wondering what's happening, the owner of the mansion, who was still alive at that time but quite old, inquires from Kamla Devi what's wrong. Why was she behaving so strangely? After a while, when she became calm, she told everything to the owner, which was quite shocking to know. So now let me take you back to the year 1948. Apparently, 30 years ago, the owner's daughter, who was named Gayatri, had committed suicide. And the reason she killed herself was that she wanted to marry a boy, but due to caste differences, her family did not support her. The night she died, Gayatri, with the help of Kamla Devi, had planned a fake suicide because she wanted to prove to her parents that she was serious about marrying the boy and had assumed that if she would fool her parents, somehow they would get convinced for the marriage. So Gayatri stole her mother's sari, which was apparently only worn by a bride from the family. And then she takes a long cloth and wraps one end to a wooden panel and the other end to her chin. And she tells Kamla Devi that she will ensure that the cloth will be on her chin and not on her neck, as they were trying to gain sympathy. After that, Gayatri tells Kamla Devi to go and inform her parents. But since Kamla Devi was so scared of the owner, she took a lot of time to convey the message. By the time she brings Gayatri's parents to her room, there she was hanging to death. It is said that she accidentally strangled herself and died. After all the ceremonial rites were done, one night, while Kamla Devi was sleeping, she felt someone tapping her feet. She startled and woke up. And there she saw Gayatri. However, Gayatri did not seem harmless. In fact, she asked her for a glass of water since her throat was hurting and went away. Kamla Devi did not understand what happened, and she assumed that she had a nightmare. However, this incident started happening every night. By now, Kamla Devi realized that it wasn't a nightmare and she was actually witnessing Gayatri's spirit. Although Gayatri wasn't harming anyone, as she herself hadn't realized that she had passed away, and she would casually roam around the mansion. But Kamla Devi was worried that one day, if Gayatri realizes what had happened to herself, she would harm the rest. To bring this to an end, somehow Kamla Devi, with the help of another helper, took a Hanuman statue and kept it near the entrance of the mansion, and they would pray every day without fail for the family's protection. And this practice went on for 3 decades. Due to the prayers, Gayatri's spirit was never seen after that. However, during the wedding in 1978, everyone got so busy during the preparation that one helper assumed that the other one must have said the prayers. And this went on for a couple of nights. But it so happened that the prayers, which were keeping the family protected from Gayatri's spirit, started fading off. Due to that, Gayatri could revisit the mansion, and looking at the wedding preparation, she assumed it was her marriage. After the owners getting to know the story from Kamla Devi, they realized that the cause of Sneha's illness was in connection with Gayatri. Then they decided to call a priest, and he suggested wrapping the Hanuman statue with one of Gayatri's clothing, as she was not a harmful spirit, and everyone should respect and start praying for a soul to rest in peace. To date, in 2021, the temple is still at the entrance of the mansion. This was an horrifying story. I hope you got scared. Let me know in the comments below how did you enjoy this story. Or else, if you cannot comment below, DM me on Instagram. I would love to know your feedback. If you have any such horrifying stories, please feel free to contact me. Either you can come on my show or else I can narrate it myself. So thank you all for listening and see you next week. God bless.